All right, Ken Bednaz, VP of Application Engineering at Telit. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Chris.
So the topic, and you're hearing it more and more often, you're seeing it more and more in the news, and certainly more applications just, I don't know, driving by on the road, just walking through a park, is drones. But specifically, what we're hearing a lot more about is drones for emergency response. Tell us about some of the exciting developments in the market.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. There's a big push around public safety with the use of cellular. I mean, cellular is really replacing the old LMR, land mobile radios, and cellular is offering a lot more flexibility and capabilities than they had with some of the legacy technologies. And so we see the use of cellular happening with public safety and specifically with drones, with drone applications. And so we are seeing different agencies, whether it's police and fire, start using drones and making drones as part of their equipment that they use. It could be for police overwatch, it could be for sporting events, or large gatherings, concerts where they need a bird's eye view of what's happening, or for fire, for example, for spotting what's happening if there's a fire in a building and what area they need to attack it with, and how the firefighting is actually going and are they making progress. We're also seeing it used for recreating accidents, car accidents or different types of events that happen. It's very difficult to make sure that the reconstruction makes sense, but you get that bird's eye view. It really helps them put the picture together.
Okay. And so with cellular, it's becoming more accessible. It's getting more use. What are some of the reasons that emergency response teams feel they can use this now?
Yeah, the big thing is the ubiquitous coverage. I mean, right now, cellular has done a great job with coverage across the whole U.S., and so they feel it's a technology that can be deployed anywhere. And so if there's a need for drone communication, it can be interchangeable with other drones that are in the area. And so you don't have to have a specific area and you don't have to do specific planning. You can take that drone and kind of launch it anywhere in the U.S.
Excellent. And then one of the most exciting developments, I think, especially for emergency responders we're talking about, is FirstNet, the emergency responder exclusive cellular network. Tell us a little bit more about this.
Yes, FirstNet has partnered with AT&T to launch the nation's first public safety network. And so it's dedicated network that's for first responder devices like drones or sensors or any kind of public safety aspect of it. And so it's first of its kind. And we're seeing a lot of interest within the industry as far as creating unique applications for this public safety network because it's based on cellular. And with cellular, we're getting not only the data communications, we're getting voice communications, text messaging capabilities, and then of course the GPS location aspects within cellular. And so cellular's offering a lot more than what they had in the past with the LMR radio applications.
Now there's a specific event you're going to be speaking at pretty soon coming up in McCormick Place in Chicago. Let's see, April 29th to May 2nd. You'll be speaking on the 1st. You're going to be speaking specifically about drones, but also about the need for open standards for FirstNet. Talk a little bit more about this.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be getting into a lot more details. I'll tell you what, the network operators in North America have done a great job. They are coming out with specific specifications for airborne devices like drones. And so they're starting to think outside the box instead of just handheld devices and IoT devices. They're now talking about flying devices and what are the requirements. But you're right, there's a lot of work to be done with the open standards. And so I'll be going into a lot more details on this specific topic on May 1st.
All right, May 1st, Exponential, McCormick Place in Chicago. Ken, thanks for coming on the show.
Okay, thank you, Chris.